The Kiwi Ears Division. Let's talk about it. Now, this is a single dynamic driver headphone that has 40 millimeter drivers for a balanced professional sound. It is for people that love bass. I'm not just talking about bass heads. I'm talking about people that love bass. So this is targeted at a very specific audience. It is targeted at, your everyday music enthusiasts, right? It's targeted at gamers, students, DJs, and musicians. It is lightweight. It has a comfortable vegan leather design. It has wire design for uncompressed high audio sound. And it has a lot of great features about this set. Let's go ahead and start by looking at the build quality of this beautiful little headphone and then go from there. The build and comfort of this is actually really good for the price. I've owned a lot of headphones in my day, and it's nice. It's really comfortable. It's cozy. It does have a foam that you cannot take off, so you want to be careful if you do decide to do a pad swap, and we'll show you how to do one real quick. But there's a nice little lip that you just kind of have to line up the ear pad as you put it back on, just like so, and just kind of cinch it around. It's pretty standard with ear pads and not bad at all. This comes with two cables. They terminate in 3.5. This one has a pause mute button. It has the 4 pins, so you can use a mic with this. We'll have a mic test later on this cable. There also is a second cable you can see here that terminates in a 6.3, but this does not have a mic attached to it. This is a nice cable with kind of a springy little part, so it's more for studio use if you wanted to use this for studio use. And again, this is a nice cable that's easily swappable if you want to, or to change out in case of it breaking. Alright, and this is a mic test that we're going to be hearing real quick of the Kiwi Ears Division. Let's go. This is the mic of the Kiwi Ears Division. The Kiwi Ears Division mic. Yeah. Now, the box is not super exciting. It's rather small, all things considering, but has a lot of neat information on it. So, there you go. So, how does this lovely, well-built headphone that only costs $50 sound? It sounds good, but I want to be clear that it does not have the neutral sound that many people are after. If you're an audiophile, there's something I want to talk about later that might be for you. This has a very strong V that's intended for people that love bass. It has fat, muddy bass. It's powerful and thick. And the bass is like the best part of this headphone. If you're looking for the bass to really envelop your soul, then this is the headphone for you. This headphone does have a bit of treble to balance it out and kind of give it a nice even kilter, and that might be a problem for some of you, but we will look a little bit more at some graphs here in a bit. This can cause the sound to come across as a little bit thin or harsh or edgy or sibilant, but I say these words like it's bad. It's not bad. This is a great little headphone that I really enjoyed my time testing, but I also want to give it through all the runs to talk about what this is for and what the audience of this is for. This is for gamers, students, DJs, and musicians, not necessarily for your mainstream audiophile people. I think this would make a great gift, as I've tried it with a lot of my friends and a lot of my kids, co-workers' kids, and they say that it is very comfortable and it is very fun sounding. Okay, let's look at some graphs really quickly. I wanted to show you some of Kiwi Ears' IEMs just to talk about something so you can kind of get a better gist of what I'm trying to say. This is the Kiwi Ears Quintet. It's kind of a Harman, kind of a slight, like a neutral to slight bass boost. Very nice IEM. This is the Canta, has a little bit more energy in the treble, but similar bass. This is the KE4, kind of what they call the JM1, more of a flat neutral kind of a tonality. This is the Dulce. This is their, it's a little bit of a warm starter set, and it's actually a pretty nice little set. This is the Forteza. Now the Forteza, I don't know if you can see with all the other graphs on here. Let's remove a couple of them. But you can tell that it has a ton of treble, and they do these things a little bit differently. Let's normalize this at 500. Let's look at the Singolo, and you'll notice that's a little bit more lean. And you look at the Melody, and you'll notice the Melody has a ton of bass. The reason I wanted to show you these IEMs really quick is to show you how diverse the Kiwi Ears has their tuning. They have basically, I think they try to go for an IEM or something like that for everyone. And I think this headphone kind of goes in that same tuning philosophy, and this headphone is for bass heads. Now, as we look at the division, this is on Mark's from Super Reviews rig, and you notice it does have a little bit of energy here, and here through 5 to 10K, it does have a lot of bass. And so I like this amount of bass, and I think that's fine. I do find a little bit of the energy up here could be a little bit toned down. I find myself a little bit sensitive to 6 to 10K, but just for everyday listening, just for chill, like a chill grab and go headphone, maybe to take the gym, I think this does a really good job, especially at its price. All right, let's look at some other graphs. This is on another graph, and this is from Earphones Archive. You notice he does have a lot of bass, and it does show that same characteristics of having a lot of treble. You look at this on HBB's graph, you'll notice the same kind of thing. A little bit of a scoop here in this mid bass region, and a ton of upper treble and bass as well. Just something to note. Now, my recommendation for you guys, and I will list this in the notes below if you want to check it out for this headphone, is to try a little bit of EQ. One headphone that I've got to demo and like, and I've done some EQ with, and I really like the tonality of it, is the Headphone 2 GT. And this has kind of a more, I like kind of a general slight V sound. And I EQ'd the Division to this, and it helped kind of tone down some of this upper spikes for me. It also toned down some of the bass, so if that's something you want to do, you can clip these off or just erase them or not put them in your software modifier when you do some EQ. So I just wanted to point that out as a potential option. Now, I do have a small headphone ranking list where I rank things by stars, basically how good I think they are based on price and my preference to them. I do think the Kiwi Ears Division is like a good solid 4-star headphone. It's very cheap and has an extremely reasonable price. It has a nice tune and tonality, but it does have a little bit of upper treble spikes that may not be for everybody, but it also has really thick, meaty, warm bass. That's good. I don't think there's a lot of like technicalities on the set, but I do think this is a very nice headphone, especially for people that are looking for a starter edition headphone, and I think people are going to like it who try this headphone. So this is a good, fun starter audiophile headphone that's made for a lot of different uses, like professional monitoring, DJing, everyday music listening, gaming, studying and focus, and just travel and commute. It's light, it's easygoing, it's inexpensive. Sometimes you need a nice closed back that has a wire to it, where you don't want to have to fiddle with batteries, you don't want to have to fiddle with other people hearing you, and this does that extremely well. I think this is a fun, good sounding headphone that you can really get into with its nice, thumpy, thundering bass, and I think people are going to enjoy it. Now, I did want to talk about another headphone. There is another headphone that Kiwi Ears is doing. Now, there is this headphone, the Kiwi Ears Ellipse, that has not been released yet. What do you notice about this? It's 2-wire. It's looked like it's a little bit more sophisticated. It looks like it's an open back, and it would be more for people that want an audiophile headphone rather than kind of a grab and go fun headphone to mess around with. Sometimes it's nice to have a fun headphone that you can just use for different styles of music and different tracks. Is this the most neutral audiophile tune set? No. But it's also a lot of fun, and it has a nice tone and tonality that I think people are going to enjoy, that I enjoy, and I think, if you're in the market for a cheap closeback, I think this could be really good for you. And you could even try that EQ that I posted, and I think it might really work for you. Thanks for watching my video. I don't get the opportunity to do headphone reviews that often, and this is the first one I've been sent that I actually get to keep. So this is kind of a fun thing to get. If you guys have any questions or comments or things you think that I didn't cover in this video, please leave them in the comments below. And I hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye. You're still here. It's over. Go home. Oh, you're expecting a teaser for our next video. Well, we don't have that kind of money. What are you expecting? One of those store reviewers to show up in a saucy little leather number? Go. Oh, I can tell you one thing. We are going to have a collab video. We have no idea what it's going to be. Probably Kryn, maybe Chris. Or Joyce. Don't deny it. She's got range. Go. Get out of here. Go.
Go!
Go.
Go on with you!